Ice cream lovers, welcome to this session of Scoop School. Nice to have you here. My name's Steve Christensen, the self-appointed headmaster of Scoop School. We're in St. Louis, Missouri, a little bit west of St. Louis, Missouri. We love it here. It's a great part of the world. Come and see us for a class. Give us a call. Look at one of our videos. Well, you are looking at one of our videos. Anywho, do want to thank our episode sponsor, Meadowvale. Look at this little bag of mix here. It's got Meadowvale written all over it. Sandwich, Illinois. Look back on other videos for the sandwich joke. It's kind of getting old. And then some people say, well, what's the sandwich joke? Anyway, you find it. Thank you for your episode sponsorship. Grant, the whole crew up there, makers of incredible dairy bases, mixes, non-dairy bases as well. Their link is down below. Meadowvale Inc.com. Anyway, it's down there. Okay, let's talk about relative sweetness. And I'm not talking about what you're going to be trying to be for your Valentine's coming up. Relative sweetness is basically the amount of sweetener or sweetness there are in a mix. So Madeline, down here we've got a bag, a 2.5 gallon bag, 14% mix here, butterfat. And you've got all different types of ingredients here. One of them is sugar. Now, when you're talking about sugar in mix and the relative sweetness, generally it's about a 15 to 16% sweetener in most of your mixes, regardless of whether it's premium ice cream, whether it's custard mix, whether it's soft serve mix, it all sits around that 15, 16%. And most of the time it's sugar or sucrose. It's what we know as table sugar. Table sugar comes from either beets or it comes from sugar cane. But sometimes you'll come across a recipe online or through another ice cream forum or another ice cream maker that's using other types of sweeteners, and dextrose comes up in the conversation quite a lot. What is dextrose? What do you need to use it? Should you use it? Basically, dextrose is a sweetener that comes from other starches that aren't sugarcane or beets. It can come from corn, it can come from wheat, it can come from rice. And the nice thing about dextrose is that it still gives you your antifreeze principles. Depresses the freezing point, meaning that your product is a little bit more easier to scoop, but it's a little less sweet than table sugar or sucrose. It's about 20 to 30% less sweet. So the nice thing about using dextrose in a recipe is that you're getting the scoopability or the antifreeze process without the overload of sweetness, so you can let maybe some of the other ingredients push their way through. Now, I know what you're going to say, Steve, well, I'm already buying a mix. Can I ask my mix company to use dextrose? Should I put dextrose in there? I don't believe if you're using a base mix, you should be adding sweeteners, adding other of the already inside ingredients. I think you're enhancing that with extracts, flavors, pastes, purees, and so forth. But if you're in the mix development, if you're making your own mix, if you're in the gelato world, where you're actually using recipe in order to create your ice cream base, then consider a blend of perhaps sucrose and dextrose. So your 15% might be a 1-to-1 ratio of dextrose and sucrose. It does come down to a little bit of formulation, and the good folks that sell ingredients will give you some instruction. The good folks at Pre-Gel, Mike, who's the chef at Pre-Gel, can give you some instructions as the balance of those two things. That's just a little bit of an overview of what dextrose is. We come across it a lot in the industry. Again, if you're using a base mix like a Meadowvale mix, you don't need to use it. The scoopability, the relative sweetness has already been all calculated for you. If you want to dabble with some maybe your own base, look for dextrose. You can buy it online, buy it nearly anywhere where good ingredients are sold. Tell me if you've used it, if you come across it. I'd love to hear your mix experiences. We check our comments all the time, so leave a comment down there. If you have a question about the industry, we're also happy to answer those as well. So type a little question down there. Any challenges that you're having, we'll strive to mention them. Thanks again to Grant and everyone up there at Meadowvale. Thank you for your episode sponsorship. Keep on scooping, folks. See you in the next one.